Let me see if it ain't on. For some reason it won't. There it is. Okay. I don't think it's on though. We live. Hold on, let me share. Shoot, y'all. Yeah, Sutekh, you still can't share, can you?
Yeah, I can share. Yeah, I'm finna
Yeah,
share.
sure. Because it's kind of hard for me to share, man. I don't know why. Facebook telling me nada. Nah, son. No Facebook got somebody I could have went into. Hold on, let me share too. I'm finna share to my page and share in the group. It might not. Yeah, share to the groups, Sutekh, because this definitely not going. I don't know why it's been doing that though, man. Facebook been tripping on me.
Yeah, I'm surprised they let me start back sharing in groups. I ain't asked no questions. All right, let's get it.
Yeah, they been tripping on me kind of hard. Yeah. All right, let me post this. And I can share it in the groups from I'm here, but I'll try one more time too and see with the group. But I know it's probably gonna be a no go for me. Damn, I can get back to my burn. Okay, page. Y'all bear with me, bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. Share it. Okay. Do this in here. Copy. Okay. Create a post. I had meant to been putting some up in post class research like page today. I ain't had time to do nothing. I've been feeling kind of bad, man. Hey, y'all, hold on one second.
Y'all be patient with us while we're waiting. Help us like and share the show. Please, 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 and thank you.
Yeah, let's get it started. I'm finna have to let me get some temporary here and what's the name here. We'll get the show started and promote the panel. And then I gotta run right down the street to go get my stepdaughter from this guy. How she getting some work done on her car. Wish she would have told me that before while I was out already. But all right, first I want to say ETM Hotel, Dua Aku, Dua Netcher, Fatmu Lafayette, Fatmu Riri, Majuba Iba Ie Gungun, Majuba Iba Ie Gungun, Majuba Iba Ie Lakba, Majuba Iba Ie Lakba. You know me, I always want to give honor and praise to the ancestors because without the ancestors, we wouldn't be here. We are our ancestors. I also want to give honor and praises to the true and living ancestors out there according to African, from an African perspective, because everybody that's older than you is not your elder. Welcome back to Kofi Piesie TV. I am brother Kofi Piesie. We got the rest of the Kofi Piesie research team on the panel. We got Brother T'Challa Bangoura, who will be presenting today. We got Sutekh, Brother Vasa, Brother Sutekh on the panel. Y'all got anything before I turn it over to Brother T'Challa? And peace to those in the chat, peace to those that may be looking at this later on in the archives. Please share the show with those that you think that may be appreciative of this presentation that Brother T'Challa about to hit us with. Yeah, man. And anybody else, man, y'all got something, man?
Just want to say peace to the audience and peace to the panel. Interesting topic from what I'm hearing so far. Forgive me at the moment, I'm cooking to the kids, but peace, brothers, and peace to the audience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Peace to the team. Peace to the chat that's here live with us. We appreciate y'all, man, for coming through every time y'all come through. It's highly appreciated. We have a small core fan base, but we appreciate y'all every time y'all come through, man. We really do. Like and share the show as you come in with those that might appreciate it. And we about to get into a presentation from our brother T'Challa, so this should be a treat. I'm excited and ready to go.
Just gotta give some brotherly attention to Sutekh at the moment. We don't have a fan base, we got a family. We have a small family that's grown. Now let's rock out.
Yeah, that's right. Correction.
Yeah. You got something to tell for I turn it over. And I'm gonna make Sutekh, I'm gonna make you do you know how to operate the functions in here? I'm gonna make you the
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then you can go ahead and start sharing your your screen if you ready to, Brother T'Challa. I'm just gonna make Sutekh a co-host so he can work everything. And I'll be back in just a minute. I ain't gonna be gone but 5 minutes. It ain't but right down the street.
Okay. Oops. Man, tried to. Sorry about that, y'all. All right. Yeah, peace to everybody that's viewing. We definitely appreciate you. We we work hard and do what we can to bring the information forward. And now more than ever, we seem to really need to be trying to educate ourselves. I mean, it's a lot going on in the world right now. So this is why we do what we do. And so we have here the Warriors of the Motherland, part 1. This is a series that I'm doing. So I probably do 2 more parts going in depth a little bit about what are the different ways that we defend ourselves on the continent in terms of warfare. Like, obviously that's talked about with scholarship, but it's not really going in depth. Like, people are usually debating who came first or who people is the right way to follow with their culture and their ways and laws and everything. So I just kind of want to talk about, what our brothers and sisters do on the land. So we got Nguni stick fighting, Zulu style, Dambe boxing, and Lam wrestling. Dambe being from Nigeria, Lam being from Senegal. And I believe my inspiration for this was brother Shawn did a whole presentation going in on this stuff. So these are 3 forms of discipline that are seldomly associated with Africa. I mean, most people I know, when we start talking about sticks and fighting styles and sophisticated fighting styles, usually they associate that with Far East cultures and or anything outside of Africa. But it's some pretty serious stuff that go down in Africa. This is one of the ways that we settle our disputes. We have games, tournaments, championships where the men will engage in physical, you know, either fighting or whatever other kind of sport. And it don't necessarily mean that we trying to wipe each other out or wipe out the next group of people. Death does occur, and we'll talk about that a little bit in this presentation. But even when that occurs, we're going to talk about what are the ways to go about that. Most men, I would say that really didn't, that's not a part of our demographic, you know, mainly being Black people in America. Most men will probably crack under the traditional customs that we practice when it comes to preparing for war. Not everybody can be a soldier over here. Like, would you really sign up and go and serve? And those that do, man, you're brave. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't no joke. I mean, you ain't even got to do all that to get involved with violence, but it's a whole nother level when you're doing it on a military scale. And that's respect to anybody who does it. Shout out to Black Panther. Let's see. Mental and physical benefits from practicing our own customs. We're going to talk about that a little bit. What are the, you know, what does that look like in real time to practice not only having an altar or, you know, you have certain things that you do to honor your ancestors, but what are the physical benefits of training like an African warrior? All right, so I, of course, have to, you know, plug the work. Please, if you haven't, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Check us out. All right, Kofi Piesie, our research team. Here we go, getting started with some Zulu brothers. This is something that we need to do right now, more than ever. We really need to have each other's back, and we really need to come together and form as one body. With all of the things going on lately, we got all of the looting and rioting going on. Many of us are getting news of things hitting a little bit too close to home and hitting home for others. And, you know, we looting Black businesses, we killing Black people, we causing other Black people to get shot and killed. We doing all kind of stuff. It ain't nothing new, but it's elevated now, especially during the pandemic. Is really a disturbing thing. But we're gonna get into these Zulu and see how they get down. So the Zulu and their northern Nguni, also known as Donga style. So we have, it is well known that the Zulu were and still are a force to be reckoned with. The popular 1980s film / show titled Shaka Zulu was pretty much the only reference many of us had to South Africa. Well, I should say those who do not engage in studying our brothers and sisters in the South. Due to poor methodology and research skills or lack thereof, not only do most assume that Shaka engineered the defense tactics of the Zulu, most don't recognize the use of sticks and sophisticated fighting styles in Africa. Most people don't associate organized fighting styles with African people. First thing I ask somebody about some sticks or staffs or anything, it's automatically Shaolin monk or, you know, any other form of fighting that doesn't originate on the continent. And by the way, if anybody has any questions or comments, concerns, you go ahead and jump right in. All right. And Brother Kofi had to run an errand, but I put these in here just for him. And you too, Brother Vasa. And I think the team know why. Got our little brothers here holding it down.
Oh, that's what's up, man. I'm gonna draw from them.
Yeah.
My bad. I was over here trying to share and get more family members in here. But when you called my name, it made me look at the screen. So yeah, those is dope.
Yeah.
Real dope. I'm gonna draw some. Thanks for drawing attention to it. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
back to mute. I'm gonna go back to mute.
So I specifically grabbed this image and the one that's coming up after it. So you got the unmarried, excuse me, unmarried warriors campaign dress, right? They're going on a war campaign. Um, you know, getting ready to get down to business. And Brother Kofi talk a lot about married and unmarried. I believe in his Himba people presentation, he was going in on the different styles of dress when you're married, the different styles that you do your hair when you're married and up versus unmarried. So, just kind of take a look, see how they are now. Of course, they got the straw or raffia garb, but there's a certain pattern and color scheme and things like that. It's a little blurry. I apologize about that. But you see now when it's married Zulu warriors, they don't have certain things, right? And these little details are what we talk about because it's not just about writing a book, writing an article, slapping up a presentation on YouTube. You run through your presentation and then you're done. And you're trying to spit all this information out, and we kind of gloss over, as Brother Unc says, little things that we need to really sit down. If we researching, if we studying, if we're learning, we need to take our time, really look at what we're looking at. You see an image or something first time. If you look at something for 3 seconds and then you never see it again, or you don't see it for another 2 weeks or whatever, versus when you take the first 3 seconds, look back at it for a little while. Look at it for 30 seconds. You're going to remember more of what you're looking at. And it's very important how we dress, what we choose to put on, even right now today. If I'm in Chicago, if I go on a certain side of town with my hat cocked to the certain side, yeah, they're going to peel that head to the white meat. No problem. But actually, no, they just probably gonna put a few in me, and that's it. Nowadays, so in other places, it's different things. It's about what you choose to adorn yourself with, and that's number one as an identifier. um, let's go ahead and move forward. So, according to linguists and anthropologists, the Zulu belong to a meta ethnicity known as Nguni. They, along with Swazi, uh-oh, I think the panel, hold on one second, y'all. This just popped up. I'm trying to, there we go. Well, they, along with Swazi and Ndebele, are said to be northern Nguni, while the Thembu, Pondo, and Xhosa are said to be southern Nguni. Another thing Brother Kofi mentioned earlier, I think we had got off the live, but you got different kind of people in one area, and then so that particular area is what's called a meta ethnicity, where all these different groups live within the vicinity of one another. And so that goes into, I always talk about, I'm big on language as well. Like Brother Sebu Ujao, I'm real big on language. Have my own personal polyglot endeavors of my own, because back home, many of us are polyglots. We are multilingual and we're doing business. The Swazi, the Xhosa, the Pondo, and Ndebele, everybody is getting down together, exchanging goods, flourishing. And here we are over here in America, and we only speak one language, and we had a nerve to get mad when somebody's speaking Spanish. And that's a problem, because those of us with businesses, we could be, how much business I've gotten, excuse me, because I speak Spanish. doing whole Uber rides in Spanish, getting gigs because I speak Spanish, so I come to their school to perform, bring my group to their school.
Yo,
Yeah,
I ain't mean to cut in, but you absolutely right, especially somewhere here like in California, where Spanish is spoken so much. There's so many native Spanish speakers. You can get a job, a higher, much higher paying job so easily because you're bilingual or you speak Spanish. Like that's a good point.
for real. So we got Nguni stick fighting, also known as donga or play sticks. Um, I made a typo here. Is presumed to have originated with Amalandela, the son of Gumere, who lived in the Umlatsui Valley around the year 1670. It is said that the exact location of the lands he dwelled in before Umlatsui remain a mystery. And that's true for a lot of things about our culture and our trying to uncover and find what is what exists, what's fake, what's, when we getting down to the bottom of it, it takes, you can get some information, but a lot of information is hard to come by. And in the oral traditions, as I go to the next point, um, the natives have their own stories. And so the literature that you come across as a researcher, you're coming across, especially if the author is not a native of the land, or he's not like, y'all gonna see in a second, um, who I have in here, this brother, another great warrior scholar who goes and tries to find out whether he's African American or he's born on the continent, and he's writing about what Black people, the story of Black people. You're not gonna get to the truth, or it's gonna take you longer because you're getting secondhand information because the natives are not reporting the full story, and they have that right because it's not for me to see every Igbo initiation, even being Black. It's not for me to see someone receive their beads. It's not for me to see, you know what I mean, them playing Jogbe for the Tabaski festival at the end of Ramadan over in Malinke country. Like it's you're not allowed to always view those customs and traditions. Um, you have to be trusted, and if they're gonna open up to you, that's really a big deal for African people, and that's why we treat everything like family. And I mean by African people, I mean us here too, because these brothers on the panel, they I met them, started, get talking to them, getting to know them, but we still had to build a rapport. I had to prove that I wasn't a hothead that was just gonna fly off the handle when things start, going left, or if we have a disagreement, you know what I mean, over some information, or not even a disagreement, but if I'm wrong with some information, I can't be, oh no, you pseudo and I'm right, and start acting like other individuals. I have to be mature. And so we real big on attitude and how you treat people. That's where I'm getting at. Donga participants compete under strict rules that make use of a club in the right hand and a small shield and stick in the left hand. Stabbing competitors is forbidden, and thus the temperament of participants, meaning their character, must remain in balance. Strikes meant for the head and knees are how the game is played. Um, just because you out here with weapons in your hand and you engaging in a actual duel, a fight, you're still supposed to have some sort of poise about you. No different than boxing of American boxing, no different than UFC, no different than any of that. So at first blood, the match is concluded, and the winner tends to the wounds of the loser. All disputes are settled. Sometimes death does occur. However, if the rules of the game are followed, there is no charge to the victor. Young boys begin training at an early age and are given adult fighting sticks at the age of 15.
Hey, T'Challa, you're gonna have to go over one of those principles they practice real quick and reiterate that. When you said the victor tends to the wounds of, I don't want to say loser in the situation, but you know, in our culture in this Western hemisphere, we're not taught to have immediate empathy like that. You know, you might see two competitors hug afterwards. It's very rare, but you don't see that kind of attention towards humanity and brotherhood still in these kind of endeavors throughout the entire culture. So for the fact that they implemented that, that says a lot on how they fight as warriors based off principle as well, just from what little information I'm overhearing. So I thought that was dope that you threw that one out there. I didn't mean to interrupt your build, but I think that's a dope principle that we should practice here as well. And what I mean by that is it's so easy to say, oh, he a punk, he a scrub, you know, look at him, he got tuned. What, you know, all these social norms that go along with moments like this. You get what I mean? We tease the ones who lose more than anything here versus seeing, you know, their courage or the fact that they just battle through, unless it's a personal family member or something. But I won't get too far off track. I just think that was a dope principle that they had. So my bad for interrupting.
Good. That's what I want. I want people to, you know, I mean, if you, I would like somebody to comment, you know, have some feedback. But no, it's that is a very important thing because we got so much hate and animosity built up over a few thousand years of some conflict, to be honest. Like a few of them amongst ourselves, then being kidnapped and brought over here, and for hundreds of years over here, right on up to this day. I know about 5 brothers that, based on what's happened in high school and things that have went down, if I see them, it don't matter who was right or wrong or what how it went. Like they was showing in high school that they weren't mature, and they would never let anything go. And they was the type of individuals that I tried to distance myself from, because they just keep up too much riffraff. And it's not about being able to know how to handle yourself, because of course any man would say, "Oh man, I'm good. I got these hands. I got this." You know, sure, that's great, but don't tell me how bad you are, because it's not about that. We need to understand that number one, we got this one planet that we own. Um, and as far as I understand, we're not getting another one in our lifetime. So if we just keep on, like I'm finna just keep on coming at you and you're gonna keep on coming at me, come on now. Just lost somebody today. But we're gonna keep it moving. Got these brothers here deep in the bush or in the woola, as the Malinke say, and they getting down. Africa has much to be observed, appreciated, and brought to light. As African people, we have been under attack and our rich is sought after on every level. Not to say we didn't have internal differences, as the brothers on the right drum and dance in preparation to settle such disputes. Let it be known that Africa gets, another typo, gets down with spears, shields, sticks, and much more. And by much more, I mean some of the principles we talking about. Because everybody gets down somehow. But it would be better if we got down like my brother here. He getting it, boy. All right. So we got the Zulu from the south, and I kind of did it this way on purpose. Um, we started out in the south, as many things do, and we're gonna go ahead and head to West Africa. Many of our lanes, we're real comfortable with this part of Africa, so we're gonna come to Nigeria, specifically northern Nigeria, dealing with the House of People, and well, them brothers, they looking like they get down, you know, and so again, you know, brother Shawn had touched on a lot of this and was kind of the inspiration. I was looking at some things. I was like, man, I want to just kind of start going in on some of the things that I take interest in. So we got the Dambe or Kokawa boxing, a house of tradition that tests even the toughest fighter. All right. A true game of Are You Tough Enough, consisting of 3 rounds. The competitors have one goal: beat the brakes off his opponent. Of course, as you begin to dig for information on Dambe boxing or Kokawa, it is said that the origins are unknown. However, Brother Edward Poe, a scholar that many of us should know and become familiar with his work, has done so much in the diaspora for bringing forth information about our origins. His list of qualifications include a PhD in African languages and literature, specializing in Hausa or oral literature from the University of Madison, master's in linguistics with a minor, and because I'm sharing my screen, my slide is cut off. Let me see.
Yeah, you gonna have to when you do your presentation, like you gonna have to make it your wording and stuff a little bit smaller because it is kind of big, and when you enlarging it, it may cut some of it off, or you may have put it on there and in the overlap up under the where it's supposed to be at, and it looks like it's in the slide, but it's out the slide, so it may not.
Yeah, that happens here all the time, bro.
Yeah, so all you got to do right now is just minimize it. Just come out of it so you can see the rest of it and read the rest of it. And then you can go back and put it back on the full screen. See?
Okay. So we got
Hold on real quick. You see what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
You out of the slide. See, Arabic, Indian, it looks like it's in the slide, but it's out of the slide. So that's why it's not showing.
And right, I made my font bigger because my words were so small at first. Man, I was finna need glasses trying to put this together. But yeah, I appreciate that. So I'd show over was doing this, and it definitely looked like it when I was putting it together that it was inside the slide. And by the way, y'all, in case y'all haven't heard, yeah, it's my first time really doing this on the actual computer. So yeah, bear with me. All right. So where was I from the so he gets his PhD in African languages and literature, specializing in Hausa oral literature from the University of Madison. And then we have a master's in linguistics with a minor in Arabic, Indian from the Indiana University in Bloomington. He's got a bachelor's with a distinction in Spanish. Okay. So we're going to go back. All right. So a couple photos. And I'm not going to play a clip of them. I got a clip of the Senegalese wrestlers I want to play because of a message that's in there. And I really resonate with what was said in this video. So there you have it. And then why is this? Okay. Oh, this was continued from the other slide. His bachelor's in Spanish with a minor in Portuguese from the University of New Mexico in Albuquerque. So Edward Poe states that there are strong similarities of House of Warriors to those of the Njie boxers of the 12th and 13th dynasties. I thought that was real interesting. And I was just asking Brother Shawn and Sutekh for some information today, which I got. That's real interesting because we have this argument about West Africans not being Egyptians or, people of Kemet, if you will. Like they just separate, like, or some of them say that they are, and whatever side of the argument people are arguing from, there's a lot of people saying that there's no similarities and that Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo don't have nothing to do. There's no correlation. But but you know, other people find evidence of otherwise, and I think it's a real interesting conversation. Um, let's see. It is also stated by Muslim scholars that Kakawa arrived in northern Nigeria between the 10th and 11th dynasty. The origins lie among the butcher caste. The butchers were said to travel to different villages during the harvest time and would organize challenges with other local butcher guilds as a part of festive entertainment. Yeah, see, when I put this together, man, them words were so doggone small. My last line, okay, I got y'all next time, family. So this became the customs for war preparation, and the winners would marry wives as their prize. Okay. Oh, I skipped all of this. The butchers were said to travel to different villages during harvest time and will organize challenges with other local butcher guilds as a part of festive entertainment. Right. This so they're not just doing this within their own village. They're this is a community thing, and then this is a like community thing. Um this hit home for me because with the Malinke, this is how they get down with going about their traditions and letting the villagers know they have a collective participation. And so the 3, 4, and 5, and 6 villages in any direction is knowing what's going on. They're having little small local versions of their own. And then we come together, not unlike any sports championships, right? Got your nationals, you got to qualify for nationals, city, state, all those type of things, all of those levels that lead up to that. Um, of course, international is when you whooping butt across the world. So let's go ahead and go. We'll go to the next one. All right, yeah, because this one's cut off too. And man, see what happened was when I changed my background, I had like 2 other backgrounds for the slides, man. And when I changed, all kind of stuff started happening. And this wasn't even like this earlier, but I probably overlooked it. Um, so we're just gonna keep going. In modern times, the games are used as a display of masculinity as well as a means to earn a living. The victor can be awarded $556, and a great honor is brought to their families. So when they compete, they're trying to earn a living. And of course, you know, you come from stock that is able to get the job done and win a few matches. Yeah, that's something to be proud of. You know, if you're in that tradition, that's what y'all do. You know, not unlike many things today, where we get proud about some things, some of the wrong things. You know, we go and brag and talk a little bit too much, and it could be on any level. It don't have to be with violence, but some of us is proud of things we shouldn't be proud of. And it's a different kind of thing with indigenous practices on the continent, and then things that you practicing while you're trying to quote unquote modernize yourself and trying to be like the rest of the world or go with a certain other culture. It's okay to have your own thing. And yes, we have brutal sports right on the continent. Of course we do. You know, look at these brothers. They don't look like they sit around and just pick flowers all day. Um, and in my opinion, see, especially with what's going on right now, I think a degree, a certain level of this is necessary. I was a professional personal trainer for a couple years. I get down with training just about every day now. And I know the benefits to the body when you make sure that you're in physical shape to be able to move, to get out of the way of something, to get somebody up off you. That's a necessary thing. Every living organism has a defense mechanism, probably has multiple. Say that again. Every living organism has a defense mechanism. This is what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to be able to handle ourselves in this thing we call existence. Let's see, where did I leave off? Matches consist of 3 rounds that are called to, to a stop by a referee, usually when a fighter is knocked down or if they're beaten. The punching hand, often referred to as the spear, is bound tightly with kata, which is rope. The competitor's hand is basically a solid rock, while the other hand is used for defense by having the palm open and facing their opponent. In the early days, the participant's spear would have glass shards sewn into the kata, causing maximum damage and often resulting in death. This, for obvious reasons, was abolished, yet the game still continued. And so with any physical activity as such, that is to be expected, especially if you go into those extremes. Okay. So the last point stuck out to me as I can relate to scarification and marking of the flesh being one with tattoos. Yeah, many of us, have tattoos and know what that's like, that process. And with African traditions, we've been doing this for a long time. We've been marking our vessels. Dambe boxers can often be seen with razor cuts that have been laced with traditional herbs for the fighter's protection. They will also smoke marijuana before a fight to calm the nerves, to better focus. So,
Sutekh love that right there.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, you know?
Hey, could I say something about the scarification and the tattooing?
Mm-hmm.
Well, for people that may not know about the scarification, it is a part of African culture. It is a part of some of those ethnic groups' rites of passage. Scarification is one rites of passage. Tattooing is a rites of passage. Though some of them are the same in other cultures, some are different. And the scarification marks can be used as a symbol of beautification of women, where you will see the women with scarification marks on their face, on their abdomen, in between their chests. Also, scarification marks and even tattoos are like, identification cards. Like, we use driver licenses or etc. Those can distinguish one from another tribe or another clan, because like I was stating earlier, and you mentioned that in different areas of different countries, you may have a lot of different ethnic groups. So you can distinguish, like I talked about in Nigeria, you got the Igbo, you got the Yoruba, you got the Hausa, you got the Ekfe, you got the Ibibo, you got the Fulani, and you got many more in Nigeria. So, those scarification marks or those tattoos might be an identification mark to let you know, okay, these people are from the Hausa, these from the Fulani, they from the Yoruba, or, they're from the Igbo, they from the Ibibo, they're from the Ife, or whatever group in that region. So they're used for many different different reasons. I just want to talk about that a little bit, but I already did a whole presentation on scarification, so if they want to go more in deep, they can.
I just dropped it in the chat, and I'm about to drop Shawn's Mark of the Beast one in the chat too, because that kind of dealt with scarification too.
Mm-hmm.
Brother, on it. All right, yeah, because I'm telling y'all, I had fixed my stuff, and then I went and changed my background to my slides this morning, and I messed everything up because I was adjusting my boxes and stuff. But yeah, I'll get it together.
All out, yeah, it's all out of the box. Look at it.
Yeah, so brother Kofi go clown me on that one.
Tell when you color outside the box too.
Yep. Make my own picture. Um, okay, so Lam wrestling, that's Senegal strength, and I meant to put that with an F. Strength. All right. I got wow wow, which means yes, yes, and Wolof that you can catch any Senegalese when you're doing something right. Wow wow, something that they like, they see wow wow. Um, and Nangidef or Nangadef for singular, Nangidef plural, you know, uh, Jangam, asking how you doing. Although Nangadef kind of means that, it's insinuated by that. Like if I walk up and say, hey, you know, I don't have to say how you doing. I could just be like, what's up? What's to it? And that's basically that's the greeting. Um, and so I have a few questions here, and if anybody have a response anytime they want to, just kind of my whole point of putting this together. Why are we not familiar with these fighting styles? Why do we only associate sophisticated fighting styles with Chinese, Japanese, Korean, etc. people only? Like we don't really, nobody can really name you typically an African fighting style. People can name you all types of kung fu styles, different forms of karate, kyokushin, whatever you practice, taekwondo, aikido, whatever it is you're doing, you over there. And I love it. I love all of that. But what about right there at home? What is the difference between African sporting events and European ones? You know, what goes into the practices with all these different events? If a person is wounded or seriously hurt or killed in an African tradition, there means a compensation for that. Like, it's not to say that that's not the case elsewhere, but a lot of people just don't associate that. They think that remember, we savages, y'all. We're just a bunch of wild animals running around here. Civilization didn't come from us. Remember that. This is what they claim. We had to be civilized. And so my last one is, how do we change the narrative? Well, we do a Spears and a Mossi, and more coming soon. It's how we changing the narrative. We do a, has the ancient Egyptian writing system been deciphered? We do a excellent presentation on whoever kind of people from whatever side of Africa, right? And we continue to put forth trying to practice good character, because that is the way you show them that we are not just people who just gonna try to take advantage of a situation, or people who don't even have no morals about themselves. And that is all Africa is about, morals, because it's about energy. And you can have some very aggressive and very potentially harmful energy in the form of a stick and a shield and a club in your right hand. But if you have rules and boundaries, how far you take that, and when certain things happen, the unfortunate death happens, or when a serious injury happens, what do? Even a minor one. It's called sportsmanship like conduct in a ring. But, what do? You don't just kill the other person and that's it, or crack a few ribs and that's it, or bruise them up, cut them up. You're supposed to tend to your brother because he's supposed to be your brother's keeper, and not coming from an Abrahamic perspective, from the African perspective. In South Africa, in the Xhosa language, the way that they talk to each other and greet each other, and when they're talking in conversation, the words that end up translating to English be like, "Oh, my wife, can you pass me the mortar?" Or, "My wife, can you pass me the such and such?" Speaking, a woman speaking to another woman, "My sister, we have to do this, that, and the third, so we can do this, that, and the third." Like, the word translates to my sister, my brother, my wife, my husband. That's the literal translation. But we don't typically, and when we refer to each other as that, else like here, we're labeled as super conscious pseudo folk, or like we, you know, we overdo it. Even my brothers and sisters that still choose to practice Abrahamic traditions, the whole brother sister thing within the church or the mosque. It's the same kind of concept, but we have that as well. And we don't have to be attached to Middle Eastern culture to have that. Family and moral values is what births civilization. That's your first small version of what you want to have, a nation. I'm gonna go ahead and move forward because I do have a
That's really one reason why we can't move right now, man. We don't have a foundation of morals, because you hit it right on the head. That will birth foundation. You know, in order for those people to create great civilizations, you know, they had to have good moral conduct. You know what I'm saying? They had to be able to treat each other, you know, with gentleness. You know, treat each other with kindness. Treat each other with hospitality. You know, have compassion for each other, trusting each other. You know, this is the only way you can be able to build. If you trust someone, that you love someone, and you respect someone like you respect yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you hit that right on the head, man. And that's what I was trying to get across on the show. Brother Unc was doing. You know, we talking about all these different strategies and so forth to you know, how can we move forward with all of this going on? Do we need to police ourselves? You know, how can we get the drug dealer off the street? How can we, you know, change their perception? You know what I'm saying? It starts, you know, I said it starts with trust, you know, but you know, with trust, you know, you could get, you know, good conduct, you know what I'm saying? And this is why in African culture, I don't give a care where you go in Africa, Central, West, South, it's gonna always be in their culture, cultivating good conduct. And these people got ahead and built great things and erected great things because they was able to get along with each other. They was able to respect, you know what I'm saying, each other, treat each other with dignity, you know what I'm saying, honor each other, you know, having compassion for one another, you know what I'm saying, being less selfish, you know what I'm saying, making it about the goal about us and not I, you know. So you hit it right on the head, man.
yeah. You see this brother on the right getting rock bottom, y'all. Like I had to put this in here, and he it's crazy because for those of us that follow UFC, there's a brother Ngalani. This brother is the epitome of what you would see a Black Hulk, right? Talking about looking like these brothers here, just ridiculous. And he ain't no punk. You know, they get down. And all of this is it ain't about being macho, it ain't about none of that. It's a very necessary thing to be a physical able body. And don't worry because the next part, when I do part two, I'm gonna have the sisters representing. Cause there's plenty sisters. And Brother Kofi, you've went in on this one. Like that get down in Africa. Plenty sisters. I mean, one of them, her legacy standing so tall today that I've yet to see somebody do what she did. You know, just to carve her thing out the side of the mountain. She just going, you know what I'm saying? Just going right out the side of the mountain. I'm just gonna build my temple. Like, mm. But I do have a clip that I want to show. Um, Now it is an 8-minute clip, but it's worth watching it. And that was the last slide anyway. I got my sources after that, but let me see here.
Yeah, enlarging it too. Right? Put it back on the full screen.
Okay. And we'll go here. Get this back to
Is it in your slide?
Oh, it's not showing? Let me see. Bring your shared window. Yeah, let me see.
I'm saying, was it in your PowerPoint or you went to YouTube?
No, I'm on YouTube.
Oh, you might have should have put it in your slide, but it's not showing on the. It's just got your screen up. It's not. You gonna probably have to stop sharing to show the YouTube video. I'm gonna have to show you how to put it in your slide.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It won't on. Let me see.
You gotta go back to your screen
Here we
share
go.
and then click on that video.
There we go.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay.
Trois fois par jour mu nekk champion lekk ba suur di nelaw ba doyal bañ a seq jigéen dara téye sa bopp pour benn amour nga am moo xam ni xam nga da ngay wóor na lañ bëgg ñu nekk mbër léegi ñooñu ñu ko jàppale ne yow parce que bëgg nañ ko.
Avoir l'habitude de lutter, ça te donne aussi plus de force de pouvoir tenir les contacts durant un long temps. Je sais qu'actuellement la lutte, bon, c'est de l'avenir, parce qu'ici il y a le manquement de moyens qui leur pénalise des fois aussi. Ils ont tous mérité les moyens et la chance parce qu'ils ont la volonté et le courage de faire leur spécialité.
Saya
sama famille sama maam mbër la woon sama maam bi ñu sama papa ñoom la dagee seen papa mbër la woon parce que ñun dañoo judd fekk la ñuy bëri kon deret boobu noonu mooy daw si ñun moo tax ñun ñu bëgg a laam gëm nañ ñoom fu mu egg moom ci laam gëm nañ bu ñëwee dañu wees ko te maa ngi sama digg doole dama war a liggéey kon dama war a fayat pour am ñoo tëgal mooy sama papa ak samay rakk kër gi des fois da ngay dugg ba génn sax doo gis kenn à part bëri mooy bëri mécanique laay def góor laa tamit aw ma sañ-sañ dem si dinaa ko lii laa bëgg wala lii laa bëgg nga defal waaw xam nga tey jii nii ñun lépp lu ñu reyante rek suñu famille ma tax quoi tey jii man bëgg naa dem ba am xam nga teral leen loolu sama kii quoi man loolu laa bëgg tey jii lu ma am tamit Nice.
Allez de fond, allez de fond. Ah ouais, on a décidé de faire l'ambiance, hein. N'est-ce pas, DJ Luciano?
Musculation sama nga commencé def yow ren la nga commencé su def physique lay def.
On a décidé de promouvoir la musique ivoirienne. Bravo à tous les DJ de la Côte d'Ivoire pour tout le travail.
Waaw dëgg yàlla xam rek ñu nekk ay mbokk quoi nekk bokk aar bi yëngu bokk su lépp daal alors moom sant yàlla bu baax a baax rek 2019 ñu doon champion bu mag a mag incha allah dem ba téye roi bi waaw loolu du gëm ay gone loolu ñu travail ci paie wax ñu ne équipe suñu ay grand frère.
Can you cure it? That would be up to Bill. Never known anyone with a power to control someone.
Gëmul loolu noonu parce que ku ne amul lekk da laa jàppul parce que ñun moom xam nañu dara bu baax dañuy wax ni waaw tradition yi def loolu moom mooy toj liggéey loolu noonu dafa dara sa yaram loolu da koy dindi loolu noonu daf lay yóbbu si xam nga day tax nga nekk beneen nit parce que musique day yokk mbër si.
No, he didn't. That was me. I'm the thief that stole the compass. Wretched signal.
Of course. Faith would have a sense of humor.
So it's true then. You really don't remember me.
You must be famished from your journey.
Palaces like this, so they would never forget their past. Temples to humanity's collective soul. I don't care about souls, just the living. The record of our life. Immortal only for as long as we have it.
Dëgg la ay xale lañ egguñ fenn si làmb boo xoolee tey jii écrit bi suñuy moroom yi nga xamante ne ñun moom fuñ teg suñu bët moom mooy egg ci kaw fi suñu moroom yi egg nekk du à l'aise rek ñun loolu yi si du wax.
Meant to bring peace and order to a broken world. Your older sister, Kate. What happened to her?
All right, y'all.
President said you could save him.
Were they at a camp
You can control the
training?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they you see the same thing with the Nuba people.
We can do
Share my screen. Well, no, go ahead. You ain't done. I'll share my screen in a minute.
Okay, I'm just gonna throw my sources up here and keep it moving. All right. So Femde is actually the Wolof word for proof. All right. Sources.
Save my life once.
There you have it.
Help me save this wretched world.
And I think, yep, Femde Wekbet means more. Weekbet or Wekbet is the word for more. And yeah, so I'll stop sharing so Brother Kofi could do his thing.
No, I just was gonna show like 2 books and talk about the new book. You kind of like motivated me to finish my part 2 about the Nuba people. But hold on. Here is you know, just a good book. Like if people want some information like on some of the stuff that you talk about, because some of the stuff that you talk about, it resembles the Dinka people and the Nuba people. Like here's one book right here. This here was given to me by one of the members, one of the Kofi Piesie research team members. We all brothers over here. We all share things. We all help each other out. You know what I'm saying? So he gifted me this book, and it's called The Warriors of the White Nile, which is talking about the Dinka people. And in this book, it talks about as a youth, you know what I'm saying, in the Dinka culture, they began to train to be warriors, but they're training to, like here is a picture right here. Y'all can see these two brothers right here is sparring. But hold on, before I show that, it's like a little dope picture right here. You can see them right here. It has a shield, spear. One is already sharpened the spear. Right here, these are some of the young Dinka brothers. And they go through a process where they begin to train. And here you can see them sparring right here. You can see the two brothers are sparring right here. And it says that they watched the critical interest by a friend, two young men with clubs and shield kicks up to powder dust as they circled each other, mock fighting, sparring to hone their fighting skills in a serious pursuit for all young men who must always be ready to defend their families and their cattle. And you see some of the same similarities, like, and they have powder on that I showed you in the picture. They have powder on. You see some of the same thing with what he's talking about with the wrestlers and stuff and the warriors in Senegal. Even right here, here's a book right here. It is called Anuba. I did a presentation of volume 1. I mean, I did part 1, started on part 2. I never did finish. Vasa was trying to encourage me to finish it. I never did. I went on to doing some other stuff, but T'Challa motivated me too. But this is the Nuba people. And these are the people that I was talking about when I was referring, just giving an example, like these Nuba people has subgroups or clans. They have different clans within the Nuba people, which is 54 different people. But I even explained the name Nuba. If you mention this name to some of the people that they refer to as the Nuba, they're gonna look at you like you're crazy, because this is a name that foreigners gave some of these ethnic groups. But the Nuba people are broke up into like 54 or 58 different clans. So here, I'm gonna show a picture. Let me just show a picture of some of these big boys. But they also too, they they train. They have this big thing every year where actually everybody train, and these wrestlers actually gain fame. These have bragging rights. They gain wealth. It's so much goes behind in it, and the preparation, and they train their youth as an early age, where they same thing like going through initiation. We know most of the time when we deal with initiation in Africa, initiation deals with in the sacred grove or the sacred forest. So we know doing those different processes, those individuals are excluded from society, and they go and train. For whatever reason, they go through certain things, you know what I'm saying, until they meet the suitable fixtures. The newer people do the same with their wrestlers. The youth goes into some type of camp in the forest, and they stay there for months at a time, and they train the youth up to fight. Like I said, a lot of it is for bragging rights. You have people from all over come once a year and watch these warriors who train. They got different they got different levels. They got a level for the youth. They got a level for another certain amount of age. Then they got another level for kind of like what they do in boxing. If you look in boxing, you got middleweight, you got lightweight, middleweight, and heavyweight. So that's how their brackets is broken. I can't remember the name exactly of what it was, but let me show you how big some of these guys, these guys are. And they also, you see, doing their fighting, they have this white chalk on their faces. But white chalk means so many different things in so many different groups. I mean, you see white chalk in East Africa, you see white chalk in West Africa, you know, and the different reasons for this white powder or this white chalk is for different reasons. I had a picture already on here and I done lost. I want to just let y'all see how big these guys is, man. And but I'm gonna do something because I on that because he inspired me to finish mine I did, which I think was interesting because it goes into what they call the Zaraba. They go into a Zaraba, which is the same thing as like a training camp, and they train so many. Hold on, let me see if I can find the pictures real quick, man. I just wanted the people to see how huge huge these guys are, man. He's some tall, big, and more. I'm talking about muscular cats, man. All right, here go one. I ain't gonna keep flipping through here, but just to show everybody can see a good picture of some of them guys right there. Can y'all see that?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, these are, you know, with the references that he gave you, and I'm giving you two good books again. This in here, Warriors of the White Nile. Some good information in this book. You know what I'm saying? It's not a thick book. And the Nuba, the last of the Nuba. We're here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get both of those because y'all know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I don't know where I bought this book from, but I think well actually no. My son's mother, auntie, before she passed, she had cancer and she stayed in New Orleans. And we used to go see her. She know how I like to read and stuff. So when she would get stuff, which I got some more stuff from her. So when she would get stuff, she would go places and she would see books. If she see stuff that she think I was interested in, she would buy the books for me and then tell me whenever we come visit her, she will give me the books. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think that was a way of her telling me for us to come visit her. I got something for you, but I ain't mailing it. You got to come see her. So she gave me this and like two other different nice books. So I didn't buy this, and this was given to me. So yeah, but I think you can get it on Amazon.com. Son, turn that light off in the hallway for me, son. So these are two good books. You know, it kind of goes into some of the information that Brother T'Challa was going into in his presentation. Nice presentation too.
Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Did anybody have any questions in the
chat?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just been speaking, man. Speaking, you know. Yeah, we appreciate everybody that's been watching too, man. You know, we appreciate y'all. We really do. We say that, but we really mean we appreciate that. We really appreciate y'all. Real quick, I'm gonna share my screen. You know, we gotta do it. We gotta do it. Share my screen. Also, for people who want to buy the shirts, we had a few people already purchased the shirts. And we missed out on 3 sales because of the extra large. Hold on, y'all. Let me go back here. On the extra large, my screen sharing, y'all. So, okay, so one place you can go and buy the book at, you can go to Amazon.com right now and buy the book. The book is only $19.99 for those that may not know how much the book is. The Spirits of the Mossi, Historical Survey in the Minds of African Warriors Scholars, Volume 1. It's a paperback book. I'll show the paperback book too so you can see how it looks in person. But this is the paperback book. Nice book, full of information. It's well worth your $20. It's well worth your $20. If you want to go to the website, you can go to the website, hit the Learning Market, and you see it down here. Spirits of the Mossi. All you got to do is How many you want, add to the cart, go to the checkout area, check it out, and we'll be gladly to ship out a copy. We also have a shirt, Spirits of the Mossi t-shirts, which are available now. I have to go back in here and change something on the other end. So, because people order the shirts and they don't even put the sizes. I got an email to sister that bought 2 shirts. Eddie, if you watching, man, I emailed you back. I'll probably reach out through phone call, text, and reach out to this sister through text because we got your cell phone numbers and email addresses. But here is the shirt. If you want to buy the shirt, Spirits of the Mossi t-shirt, the price is $15. I did a short presentation today. I tried to make it 30 minutes or under. Went over 14 minutes, which still wasn't bad. 44-minute video, which is still the presentation wasn't that long because we talked a little bit in the beginning. Showed one of my Mossi Warrior Clan video, Brother Fortune Belize video. Dope video. Go check it out. Go to his channel, check out the videos that he have on there. But you can skip through it and go straight to the presentation. I kind of made it kind of small. Wish I would have put some more information there, but I didn't want to make it too long. All you got to do to win one of those shirts, this shirt here, the Spirits of the Mossi shirt, you know, is go on there when I upload the video tonight with the quiz. Look at the video if you hadn't looked at it. If you were watching it earlier, all you got to do is just click the link when you go on to our website, KofiPiesie.tv.com. Click the link, take the test, be one of the first 2, because I'm only giving out 2 free shirts. Be one of the first 2 to receive a shirt. You know, I don't understand anything for free. I mean, I know we saying it for free. It is for free. All we asking you to do is use, you know what I'm saying, learn something. We want you to learn a little something. I want you to learn something about Ifeanyi Menkinti. I gave you a little bit of information on this. Brother could have gave you some more information on this powerful. He's a scholar. He's from Nigeria. He's a part of the Igbo people. You know what I'm saying? He's a philosopher. He changed and brought new curriculums to the institution that he taught at for 30 years. What else? He's a poet. He traveled the world doing poetry. He wrote poetry books, published poetry books. He saved a poetry bookshop. He bought it. You know what I'm saying? He kept the traditions and stuff alive for us with the poetry and stuff going on. A great brother. He did some more contributions in the community. He was awarded one of the highest title in the Igbo culture. I can't say the name, can't pronounce the name, not gonna try to pronounce the name, but I wanted you to learn something about these scholars that we don't hardly talk about. We don't, you know, I gave you John Mbiti. A few people talk about John Mbiti, but not enough people talk about John Mbiti. You know, Ifeanyi Menkinti is another one. So, you know, go learn about him, go learn about what's the name. I'll be coming back with another scholar, African scholar. And you know what I'm saying? We just gonna start hitting y'all with a lot of these different African scholars so y'all can get familiar with, because we know who John Henry Clark is. We know who Dr. Ben is. We know who Asa Hilliard is. We know who Sheikh Anta Diop is. We know who what is my other Obanga. We know who Obanga is. We know who some of our relative and current scholars of SAR are, Imhotep, and a few other people. So let's get familiar with these other African scholars who been putting in great work during the 80s, the 90s, you know what I'm saying, the 60s and the 50s. I'm gonna keep bringing these guys to life from so y'all can remember them. Go check out their, great works, because they are great scholars in mine. Even Richard Wright, I even gave y'all Richard Wright, who is a native of where I'm from, Mississippi. And also talking about Richard Wright, all you have to do is to win a book. This here is to win 2 shirts. All you got to do is go to the Igbo philosopher, which is not uploaded yet, but it's going to be the Igbo philosopher, poet, Igbo philosopher, scholar, and poet, Ifeanyi Mbiti. Click on that. look at the video, click the link at the bottom, take the quiz, win you a free shirt. You just have to be the first to do it. You know, I hadn't gotten the email yet. I just started advertising that Friday night, but I didn't have the shirt on the website yet. The shirts are done. They ready to go.
Hey, Kofi, speaking on them shirts, some brother in the chat said he just bought 2 shirts and he didn't see no sizes.
Yeah, that's what. Wait, who is the brother? Because if this Eddie, I wanna. Where he at?
Pianki.
Pianki, when did you buy the shirts? Are you the one? Are you the Sonya? Was it the Sonya Campbell? Because I get an email from our website, and I get an email from the PayPal account. So I received 2 emails, and it had Sonya Campbell by the name. Is that it? If it was, I was gonna email you or contact you by phone and ask you what size you had. If that's you, the Sonya Campbell order, I appreciate it. I'm gonna get it out. We're gonna get it out. Get the shirts out to you. Put the size in here, or you can put your size. Yeah, okay. He said, yeah. Put your size in here real quick so I can know. I can write it down. Cause Eddie, if you looking too, what is your size? Eddie was the one that brought it to my attention last night, but I was so tired and wasn't feeling too hot, and I didn't go back in on the back end of the website and add that where you can add your add the sizes on there. Somebody else just bought a book. Kadeem still peace, brother. Zane, his brother Zane. And people still buying the book. And I just want to say one thing too. Y'all ain't finna stop nothing. It's I ain't gonna say what I want to say because I got some stuff on me that I want to say, but I'm not gonna say it. But y'all not gonna stop us.
Get it off your chest, Kofi.
I don't want to get it off my chest.
Somebody started something. You got called the Warriors.
It's just people. When you say you ain't supporting us because we ain't on your level. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that means. And even with the less support from some of the people that we look up to, man, it's crazy. Sometimes I some of it I think is, I don't know. Some of it I think would be jealousy. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know. Honestly, I don't care. Like I said, I'm gonna support those who support me. And if I have to, every individual that I said I've supported since 2012, I got a few bookshelves over here. I can pull out the books. I done bought shirts, hats, you name it. I done bought posters, calendars. You know what I'm saying? So, all we asking is for y'all to support us back. You know what I'm saying? Support us back. And some of the people that we look up to that we've been supporting over the years, we just ask that you support us back. We ain't asking that you suck our butt. We ain't asking that you post our stuff or change your pic to our picture, whatever the case. All we asking is that you support us. Yeah, go another one. You know what I'm saying? So another shirt. Somebody walked the pole and just ordered a shirt. So we still selling books. We still selling shirts. So the hate, we ain't on your level, whatever that mean. Y'all ain't stopping. Y'all not stopping nothing. Y'all mad now. Y'all gonna be keep being mad because we got another project slated to come out in August.
Check the chat, Kofi.
He said large. Oh yeah, I got you. Both larges. I got you. Okay, hold on. Who say that's me? Damn, I done went off of the damn thing. Okay, that's me, bro. Who is me? That's Eddie. That's you. Eddie, you saying that's you? Eddie, if that's you, coached one time, appreciate you to. Oh no, that's you. Just bought the book. Okay, no doubt. I got you. What size you need, Walter? I mean, coach, one time.
Get the potatoes
out. So, I may go back and do a show later on. I don't know when. I might come back and everything I done supported from everybody. I damn sure.
Hey, Kofi, I see a question that was asked earlier in the chat. Can somebody mute there? mute their mic. This brother Destro0861, he asked, Islam wrestling the same as La Lutte? If I'm saying that right. I'm gonna say I don't know. Haven't heard that term. If that's something you've heard associated with that, or you might be wondering, I don't know. I will definitely get back to you on that one. Never ashamed to say I don't know, because most of everything none of us know. We just know a little something about a little something, but not sure. That could be the French, like the straight up French term for it, but I don't know. So I'll definitely get back to you on that.
Yep. And that's it. We not over here gonna pretend like we know everything. Like some people pretend to know everything. And if we wrong, we will humbly say we wrong about something. We over here is good character over here, and that's good character. Anytime someone can correct you on something and you can humbly say I was wrong, or anytime someone asks you something, you can humbly say that you don't know, but you will get back with them. That's good character. That's good character. But like I said, I ain't gonna go on no what's the name, no spill. I mean, it's been bothering me since Friday, but I said I wasn't gonna say too much. I ain't gonna really say too much of nothing because we doing good. We put in some work, we put in some hard work. And the book is put together, better than some of the works that I got on my shelf. And I have tons and tons and tons and tons of books. And the book was well put together, you know what I'm saying? And, it's a great piece of work. I'm excited about everybody reading. I'm excited about getting feedback. We definitely want feedback. We want y'all to go into the website and just go to the contact us, and just put something here it is, and just give us some feedback. We want your feedback. Put your name, you want to put your phone number, your email address, subject, and then put your message in there and you send it. We'll definitely get the message, and you submit your text because we want some feedback. You know what I'm saying? Some feedback from all the products that we got, off the feedback from the articles that we put out, feedback from the videos that we already have on here, and videos we got on here, feedback from the quizzes, because this website again is a learning hub. It's just not for selling our product, our books and our shirts, but it's a place where people can come to learn. But real quick before we get up off here, going back to the video, if you go to the video section on the website, like I said, anyone that takes this quiz here, the DOSO and the coming of age quiz, which will be on the home page, I need to put it back here so people can have it already back there in the back. But this is the coming of age quiz. This is the video, and then the quiz is right here. So if you take the coming of age quiz and you take, let's go back to the video, the coming of age quiz, and you take the DOSO, and it's 5 questions apiece, you will win a free book. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna quit advertising in a minute. I'll give it like a week, and then I'm not gonna worry about giving away nothing. But it's, we're not asking you to take a math test. We're asking you to earn it, which is taking a little bit of your time, and then winning a shirt. But if you take the DOSO and you take the coming of age, you win a book and a t-shirt. So you get the combo pack. If you look at this video, you can skip through some of it that we're talking through and go straight to the presentation. And after the presentation, you don't have to listen to the end of the show. Just get the information and then go back on here, click the website, or you can look at it on the website. And once you look into it on the website, there the link is. The link is at the bottom. Hold on. The link is at the bottom. Click the link at the bottom and take the quiz. Take the quiz, ain't but 9 questions. I took the test, it took me 4 minutes to take the test. Take the test, 4 minutes out of your time. You take your test and you win a free book. The first 2, you win a free book. I don't know what else to say, but you can or buy it. It don't matter. Just go to the learning cart, buy the book, you know, there it is. Hit the apparel. If you don't see the shirt, hit the apparel, and there the shirt is. The shirt is $15. So you can get you a dope shirt. You know what I'm saying? I'll get the book. We don't have 3X's. Like I said, we missed out on 3 sales for 3X. I didn't, you know, I don't know why I was thinking I'm kind of a small dude. So, you know, I didn't get a lot of big sizes, especially with those 3X's and 2X's. But right now I have small, X large, no, small, medium, large, and X large, but I will have some 2X and some 3X at the end of the week because I don't want to miss out on people that want to purchase the shirt and they need 3X shirts. So we will love Sosa. We will have a 3X. Brother, I am my brother's keeper. We will have a 3X, and it was a sister that was trying to order a shirt that needed a 3X t-shirt. So we will have the bigger size available. I should have factored that in from the beginning, but I said, man, people ain't gonna be wanting them big old size, and I didn't want to get a shirts and then be sitting on these big old size because I can't wear them. It's gonna look like a dress on me. So I can't wear them. But anyway, man, we'll appreciate y'all support. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. But like I said, it don't make a difference. You can go to both either or to purchase KofiPiesie.tv.com, or you can go to Amazon.com. Just type in Spears of the Mossi or type in Kofi Piesie Research Team, and the book will pop up. Click on it, go through the checkout, and you can check it out on Amazon.com. You know, appreciate y'all, you know, for supporting. Appreciate y'all for supporting the channel. The channel is growing. We're gonna keep, you know, we took 2 weeks off, but we was consistent from January all the way up until all the way up until May. We took 2 weeks off. Now we're gonna be back on y'all heads. And like I said, we appreciate the small family that we got. And we gonna continue to give solid information. We're gonna continue to set the example. Over here, we're gonna set the example. So I know setting the example and doing as our ancestors have, and our family on the continent, far as practicing good character. We're gonna continue to practice good character, and I know good character is not popular, but you know, that's what we're not gonna compromise ourselves. We can get into the, you know, the nigga shit, excuse me for that, because I don't like to use that word, but we can get into that too, but we're not gonna get into that. We don't need 100 or 80 people viewing our channel just because we want views. So we want to compromise who we are just to get views. We're not gonna do that. We strong men over here. We will not be compromised. We don't care if we ain't got with 2 people watching the shows. We're gonna keep doing what we're doing. We're gonna keep spreading this good information. We're gonna keep spreading positive vibe. We're gonna keep setting the example. We're gonna keep putting out this great information, great research. We're gonna keep beating y'all in the head with these books. So again, we gonna do well. I ain't gonna say we're gonna do something this year that somebody ain't doing. We can't keep up with Kilimanjaro and Kemet Press, but because they dropping books left and right. But we will before the end of the year, within these next 6 months, have 3 books out, a volume 2 and a volume 3. Volume 2 is already being worked on. It's already being worked on. Some of the chapters are already completed. And you know, it will be out August the 14th. We will definitely make that date on August the 14th. We didn't make this date because it was a learning process for us, but we will make that date because the book will be turned in way ahead of time. It will be on Amazon way ahead of time. Nobody will know. But again, appreciate Perry Rose. Damn, you must have bought 2 books. Let me see. So, you know, we appreciate, man, y'all support, man. Let me see, Perry Rose, what you done bought? Hold on, let me see.
Y'all make sure to check out the like page on Facebook too, Kofi Piesie Research Team.
And I say that every time. I gotta make sure that I say, you know, talk about what's the name? Kofi Piesie like page. Go check that out. Definitely check that out. There's some information on there. We're gonna keep putting some information on there. Hopefully we can get some of the other brothers involved and throwing something on there at least once a week or whatever. I'm gonna keep trying to throw stuff on there as well. I'm gonna try to go live from there as well. I might, how I'm feeling tonight, I just might go live from there tonight, and get something off my chest tonight.
Hey, Kofi, you gonna eat you about 3-4 of them chocolate chip cookies, and you gonna be all right with your almond milk, okay? It's gonna be all right. You ain't go, and you gonna, burn your little incense, your frankincense, get your chakras aligned. Oh no,
Oh, I don't know nothing about no chocolate. Okay, Destro 0861, he said he ordered his copy. No doubt, brother. Like I said, it don't matter where you support us, just support us. And also, anybody in the Atlanta area, if you're familiar with Unc's store, Unc's bookstore, I don't want to say the wrong name because I have said the wrong name. But anybody familiar with Unc bookstore, it will be in Atlanta. Also in the next 3 weeks, 3 weeks at the most, but we're gonna try to make sure we get it in the next 2 weeks. But 3 weeks definitely, it will be out there in Unc's bookstore. So if you don't, if you in that area, just pull up at the store and you can buy it from off. You can buy it out of bookstore, man. So we're gonna have them everywhere. We're gonna keep promoting the book. And again, we want y'all feedback. You know what I'm saying? Once you get the book, you complete reading the book. We want your honest feedback. You know what I'm saying? Which I know will be positive because it is the best thing since sliced bread. I'm telling you, we really did it. We really put out a good piece of work, man. I'm proud of it, and I know people are gonna be proud of the work too. They definitely gonna be proud of volume 2. And we got some surprises in volume 2 for us the forward and the dedicated forward. We had you can read in volume 1, you can read Benjamin Njie, better known as Black Panther, who's also a member of the Mossi Warrior Clan. He wrote the forward. Akande, who is also a member of Mossi Warrior Clan, who also is a member of the Pseudo Killers, and who also is the founder, co-founder of Amun-Ra Squad. He wrote the dedicated forward. Volume 2, we have 2 powerful females that we not gonna tell y'all. Yeah, we gonna wait till the 28th of next month, which is it next month? No, is it next month? Shoot, a time. Okay, because if we got one more next, we'll shoot in a few weeks. In a few weeks, we're gonna let y'all know who these 2 powerful sisters is, who's writing the dedicated forward and who's writing the forward. I'm excited about these two ladies. These two ladies is 2 powerful ladies. I know we gonna love the information because we gonna see it before anybody else see it. And then I know when we put it out there to be sold, I know y'all gonna love these sisters information as well, because I know they gonna come with it. And we'll announce those 2 sister names at on the 28th. We'll announce those 2 sister name, and we have a guest appearance in the book as well. Kofi Piesie research team, but we will have affiliate member of the Mossi Warrior Clan and affiliate member. I just give y'all an affiliate member of the Amun-Ra Squad, who will also be contributing a small piece to the book. So we got people who supporting us, you know what I'm saying, wanting us to win, you know what I'm saying, uplifting us, giving us encouragement. And I love those brothers to death. They promoting the book, they promoting the shirt. They don't have to do that, but they doing that because they want to see, they want to see us win, man. And we respect them. And some of these guys are our elders, and some are our junior elders, and man, that's it. I could be talking all day about this, man, but again, man, we appreciate it. Anybody else got anything, man? Because I done rambled on for about 15 minutes, man. I done took over to T'Challa. Dang, I'm sorry, bro.
The Cookie Monster has done it again.
Yeah, man. Okay, Elder P just got 2 shirts, need a 2X. Man, I need to write this stuff down because I ain't finna go back. Okay, that was you, Elder P. Elder P. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Elder P. Okay. 2 shirts, 2XL, and 1. Hold on. Okay, one 2XL, 1. No, anybody else got anything, man, before we close the show out? 2XL.
Just want to say, great show. I've been cooking the whole time, but great show. I've been listening. Good job, T'Challa. Real good
Appreciate
job.
it. Hey man, that chicken over there, man. That chicken, man. Need me
Yeah,
a
my,
chicken wing.
yeah, my kids messing with me because I don't get to eat. They watching me and laughing at me.
Coach 1X.
No doubt.
Coach, if you still on here, Coach, one time you is which one you is, Coach? Is you West Walter Posey, right? And I'm sorry, I'm telling y'all government name and everything. Hold on. And Elder P, if you want him, Elder P, you is Perry Rhodes. Posey. He said, okay, I got that. And then
Hey, hey, T'Challa. Well, I got my hands free. That chicken. Y'all seen how I want to tie that into African warriorship? I might put that up in the next project we working on.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you because that's something about warriorhood too that needs to be talked about. Those aspects of survival skills. I don't want to say too much because I think that would be an interesting way to, give something to the audience if we do that. Nice little surprise. Something way different than most would typically think to speak about.
That's why I wanted to play that clip because it talked about the, I know it was in French, but like what I was saying, when you look at something and you ain't just looking at something, the man said they must eat well so that they can recover. They train hard. And it's the same principles in personal training when you're working out in fitness. Martial arts is fitness. And then it's the mindset of the good character that comes first, even before you step in a dojo, before you step in the sand, before you get your loincloth, before you start razor cutting and wrapping one arm and all that. You must have good character. And to have good character, if you ain't eating right, you're probably gonna have a stink attitude. So yeah, that's a real important thing.
Yeah.
They talk about that in this book here too in the movie. So,
And we can tie that into even current conversations. I don't know how long y'all want to stay on here. That's why some of this stuff in my mind, it just takes, a few minutes, excuse me, to explain. But audience, we're talking about barbecuing. And I kind of want to tie that into the African warrior experience here in the Americas and trace the origins of that word and many other things. But at the same time, as your lawmen are establishing themselves in the quote unquote Wild West, which would be, west of the Mississippi, they paid close attention to how Blacks would set up these camps, whether it's military, well, almost as all of it's going to be military contracted. But at the time, they was paying attention to how even they would wake up in the morning, prep their food, do everything they had to do during the day and come home, and they had a self-prepared meal waiting for them. This is an origin of smoking your meats and all those types of things when you look into Kansas, Oklahoma, and all these regions. So we might get into all that, but that ties into warriorhood. And like T'Challa was saying, taking care of the body, discipline in multiple areas, and being aware of your surroundings and so on. So yeah, we might keep playing with this for a while, y'all. I don't want to get too long-winded. Y'all know how I get.
You mean to tell me we meal prepping in Africa too, and not just in the bodybuilding world here? Oh, okay. All right.
And what happens when we explore the different techniques of how they did it? How did they cook these things? What did they use to do it? Those become tools for us to use here in our experiences as well, because poverty is a real thing. And what happens when you figure out you can cook a meal right there in the ground? I don't want to say too much, but when you have these types of skills, and I don't want to mislead anybody either and have them out there, trying to cook in dirt and hurt themselves. But we can explore these things and it becomes tools. It becomes what we should be doing, sharing useful information
right
to
there, Posse.
Do what now?
That's basically like the first oven.
Yeah. And I want to argue that's your first barbecue pit. Just flip it that way. You know what I mean? So yeah.
I was
all
gonna
these
say, where
things.
you at, Sutekh? I know you be over there cooking up a storm.
Man,
I'm just listening though. I like listening to my bed.
burn that stuff down. Burn that stuff down. Yeah. But here go like one of them festivals real quick that I was talking about. If y'all can see, I'm talking about people come from everywhere. I mean, it's thousands of people out there, man. Thousands of people out there getting ready to watch these folks who trained and you know go through these warrior combats, man. I'm talking about thousands of people, man. And here go a picture on the left hand. I think it's the left hand side. You can see them two big jokers done tied up. If y'all can see that, done tied up with each other. So I mean, I'm walking with you, T'Challa, because like I said, like most of this stuff, man, you see it's just in culture. And then what's so different is like a lot of this stuff, like it's familiar that you see some of the same stuff for us with the training and the white chalk and the different types of techniques and the exile from the community. And like you mentioned, the cooking with the meal preps and certain food that they intaking into their body. I didn't know that part though. I learned me some when you talked about which ones was doing the marijuana. It will which group was that was doing the marijuana where it was relaxing them before they got ready to fight?
The Dombe boxers, and they not the only ones. I mean, yo, first of all, don't get me started on herbs itself, because the whole razor cut thing, man, look, in training, we train people to train to failure. And if it ain't hurting, it ain't working. So pain tolerance, pain threshold, testing the limits with djembe and playing the African drum, man, my hands, if I was to smack a Negro, I'm taking 3 layers of skin, because I'm telling you, I'm a Magic Don Juan somebody, man. Better have my money.
What he say? I bet you can catch a salmon swimming upstream with them eagle's paws.
I like how you tied it in with Bishop Don Wani from Chicago.
you know. But yeah, it's the food. I'm telling y'all, man. My clients will ask me to cook for them because I will come with the salmon and the sweet potatoes, and the way I do my man, I make a mean salmon, yo, for real. Yeah, no, Kofi looking like that. You be burning stuff up, T'Challa. I'll bake you up some chocolate chip cookies. Don't worry about it.
Man, yeah, get me some of them ass out. Share ass out. But yeah, man, we definitely, man, this good one, man. We appreciate y'all, man. And, you know,
sound like T'Challa said he gonna give us a nutritional cookbook soon.
Yeah.
That's what it sound. That's what it sounded like. He said.
Sutekh ought to do something, man. Him and Sutekh ought to collaborate, man, and cook. Call it Cajun throwdown. You know what I'm saying? Burning down the kitchen.
No, y'all jumping off of ships. It'd be the African warrior scholar diet. Yeah. Just keep it short and sweet.
Yep. But yeah, man. But that's it, man. You know, like I said, man, appreciate y'all supporting us. Be on the lookout for your packages coming soon. As soon as we get them arrived, we mailing them on out. The shirts. You're gonna get your shirts out. Be on the lookout too for volume 2 coming real soon. And maybe Sutekh, you think you gonna be finished with Shawn, or
what's that?
Your book. Yeah,
I got to get back into it, man. But it shouldn't take that long at all, especially how I know the process going. So I got to get a couple chapters in before I get comfortable talking about it.
Yeah, I feel you. So, you know, and man, that's it, man. Again, appreciate y'all, man. And I say the same thing, and I mean that y'all could be doing anything with y'all time. But y'all you know, choose to listen to what we had to say, man, for a few minutes. I ain't gonna say a few minutes, for an hour and a half, or 2. So, man, we really, really appreciate that. We appreciate those that came in, popped out. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate those who stayed the duration of the show. Peace to everybody that's in the chat right now. Peace to those that may be looking at this in the archive. Please be safe. You know, continue to practice social distance. Quarantine yourself, even though I know they open up stuff back up and people think we're sick. But we are still in a pandemic, and there is no vaccine. I'm gonna say that again. There is no vaccine. People are moving around irresponsibly. People are moving around dangerously. And just because you may not catch it or you may be asymptomatic does not mean someone else that may not be asymptomatic. You know what I'm saying? We have to protect our elders, the elderly rather. You know what I'm saying? My mom, like I tell people all the time, you know, don't come around my mama if you've been moving irresponsibly, if you've been moving dangerously. Because my mom is almost 60 years old. She has 2 preconditioning disease. She already has asthma very bad, and she has diabetes. So she has age, she has asthma, and she has diabetes already that she's battling with. And someone that move irresponsibly or moving dangerously can catch it and pass it off to my mom. She may not make it through. So, and you have to think about other people, moms and dads and aunties and sisters who may have some preconditioned diseases. So, we have to get out of the mindset of thinking about I and get back in the mindset of thinking about we. I am, therefore we are. So we have to get back in the mindset of thinking about us as a whole and get out of this individual mindset, man. I'm good, you know what I'm saying? I ain't studying that. I ain't worried about them over there, you know what I'm saying? So, we really have to get out of that mindset. So again, continue to move safely. If you gotta come out, come out. Get what you gotta get, man, and get back in the house. If you ain't gotta come out, don't be throwing no barbecues. Don't be riding around. Don't be standing around in major crowds. Don't be throwing no parties at the house. You know what I'm saying? Go to work if you gotta go to work. Go home. Go get your food and supplies. Go home until everything is over with, man. People is back moving like they in a like the pandemic is over or we have a vaccine. But man, that's it, man. Peace and Black African power, man. We'll see y'all next week. Might see me later on tonight on our like page. You never know. I might be on there, going live from there for maybe about 30 minutes, just to rant. You know what I'm saying? Rant for a little bit. Appreciate those who supporting us. You know what I'm saying? Continue to support us. We're gonna continue to drop good information. We're gonna continue to drop these next few volumes within the next few months, man. So appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? And we out, man.